south into Georgia's first home for the last 6 years. This show of support for Judaism and Israel is a perfect example of Southern hospitality and a great example of what America is all about. And I'd like to thank you for helping me create and cherish these wonderful holiday memories of the mansion. Woo.
Yep, right there. Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
We are giving you these gifts from our little school. You know gifts expect back. But to carry on the Jewish traditions of tzedakah and l'dor v'dor, which means from generation to generation. We hope these gifts bring happiness and spirit to everyone's holiday season. Thank you, Mrs. and Governor Deal, for making all of this happen.
Thank you. And we have a gift for you, which is the story of the mansion, memories of the mansion. And I hope in all of you will remember and enjoy reading and learning about our mansion, because it has a great history. And it was made better, and the state was made better by those who served, just as you all served in your positions of leadership in the community and throughout the state. And we're grateful to all of you for what you do. And so I will give this to you on our behalf, and I'll let Nathan speak.
I want to welcome all of you here this evening. It has been a great pleasure for us during the time we have been able to live here, and this is the fifth Christmas. We appreciate the fact that you would participate in this holiday season with us. As you could probably tell, we have a lot of visitors that come through here during the Christmas season, and they have seen your display, and I think they've all been impressed by the fact that it is a broad celebration of two very important faiths in our nation. Just to give you a little more elaboration about the book, Sandra is one of the co-authors of the book. She and two Kennesaw State professors wrote the book, and if you notice the trees upstairs, and if you didn't have time on the way down, you may wish to look at them on the way up. There are 8 families that have lived here. Mr. and Ms. Sanders, Governor and Ms. Sanders, were the ones who really planned this mansion and made a lot of efforts to make sure that we got the right furniture from the Federalist period. And Ms. Sanders, being an artist, decided that we needed a fountain out front. And so she displayed her artwork all across the state of Georgia and raised enough money for the building of the fountain that you see at the very front door. They are owed a great deal for their vision, for making it possible for this to happen. And then the 8 families who have lived here since that time each have a tree. And the trees were decorated as trees would have been decorated during the time they were serving as the first family. The only one we couldn't find a picture of, they tell me, was the first one, and that was Governor Lester Maddox. But they decorated his tree with a lot of bicycle emblems. Those of you who are old enough to remember, he was a great bicycle enthusiast, even riding them backwards. But the other trees are decorated based on pictures from the times when the other families were in the mansion. And they did a great job, a beautiful job in decorating it. So thank you all for being here this evening.